Hello, I'm Sneha. Directions. Refer to the following information to answer the questions that follow. 8 kids in a kindergarten are being taught 2 rhymes, Baba and Baby. Each kid is naughty, mischievous or sweet, and each of these kind of kid is represented at least once in the class. All girls in the class are mischievous. The result of the first lesson are as follows. The question is, which of the following statements cannot be true? The solution is, let us first try to convert the complete information given to us in the form of a Venn diagram. Since it is given in the information to us that at least 2 of the kids have learned the following to follow the Baba rhyme but not the Baby rhyme. At least 2 of the kids have learned to follow the Baby rhyme but not the Baba rhyme. At least 1 of the kids has learned to follow both the rhymes. This can be shown with the help of a Venn diagram as, assume the first circle denotes those kids who have learned the Baba rhyme. Similarly, the second circle denotes those children who have learned the Baby rhyme. As it is mentioned in the question that at least 2 of the kids have learned to follow the Baba rhyme. That means at least 2, or we can say 2 or more than 2 children have learned to learn the Baba rhyme. But the number cannot be less than 2. Similarly, also it is given in the question that at least 2 of the kids have learned to follow the Baby rhyme, but not the Baba rhyme. Which means that Baby rhyme is also learned by minimum of 2 and it can be more than that also. Similarly, at least 1 of the kids has learned to follow both the rhymes, which means that the intersection of these 2 is going to be minimum 1 and it can be even more than that. The information which we have from the question is, among the 8 kids, only sweet kids have learned to follow the Baby rhyme, which means that the Baby rhyme is learned only by those kids who are sweet. So, this portion is contained by only sweet kids. Also, we have the key 3 categories of kids, that is naughty, mischievous or sweet. Sweet has been taken and it is given that all girls in the class are mischievous, which means that necessarily the second portion has to contain the naughty and the mischievous kids within it. Now, since all girls are mischievous, which means that only this portion of the kids are mischievous also, and all these are girls, which means that the rest of the portion, that means those who are sweet and those 1 plus kids who have learned both the Baby and the Baba rhymes are only boys. So, this portion contains only boys in it. Now, the minimum number of boys can be 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3 minimum, or it can be more than 3 also. Since there are only 8 kids, therefore, if the minimum is 3 in first case, so the maximum number of students who have learned the Baba rhyme are going to be, in that case, 5. So, as we have seen in the information given to us, that each of these kids is represented at least once in the class, which means that the minimum of naughty kid is going to be, in that case, minimum 1. Similarly, minimum mischievous girls is going to be also 1 in that case. And we have that all these mischievous kids are girls. That means the naughty kid has to be a boy in that case. So a minimum number of boys which we had with us is 3 plus 1, that is equal to a minimum of 4 boys are there with us. So we can say that either the boys are equal to girls, or we can say that the boys are going to be greater than the girls. But girls in any case is not going to be more than that of boys. Let us see the options. The first option says that the class includes more girls than the boys. As we can see that this cannot be equal to true. This is not true, since either the boys are going to be equal to that of girls, or the boys are going to be greater than the girls. They are not going to be minimum or less than the girls in any case. So the correct answer is option number 1.